So I'm setting off on another journey to Cindy's studio in East London, and this is something I like to do once in a while, which is to try and step into the character of another person, to emulate what they model, as it were. And actually we've had some very interesting results doing this, and very interesting experiences have come out of this. Today I am going to be Madonna and we've actually chosen quite a tricky video of hers to not exactly recreate. That would be suicidal. I think I'd end up in the accident and emergency department because she's obviously a very physically fit and agile individual, but at least to try and model some of it, which is a very feminine and quite provocative if you actually break it down and look at a lot of the scenes, a lot of the poses that she does in that video. Very dynamic and vibrant sort of dance. So this is going to be an interesting experience, which I'm looking forward to. I shall report back in a short while. So I've now arrived at Cindy's, and we're just discussing what we're going to do. So I've got a coffee at the ready, and I was just going to share with Cindy some thoughts. So I have my laptop here. On the laptop, what I've done is I very quickly went through the video, Hung Up, Madonna's video.
Okay.
And I've just got snapshots right the way through the video. Mm-hmm. And it's incredible what she does, actually. She's an incredible dancer. So Hung Up. It was a song which sampled one of the ABBA songs, and I can't remember which one it was. It's a few years.
Oh, 2005, okay.
Yeah, it's a few years ago. But she does this amazing dance, which you'd have to be very energetic to do, and very agile. And
it's quite a striking dress as well.
It is. It's quite amazing what she does. But it's quite interesting, some of the poses. And she does lots of quite aggressive or assertive poses.
What, the poses?
Yeah. This is another one. So maybe you can have a go at doing some of those. Dancing, you need a lot of space, and
yeah,
I couldn't do that. And also a lot of it is too difficult, but we can try some of it. She's very feminine, very shapely, but also doesn't have a lot of... this is a very simple kind of look, as it were.
It's like a pink leotard.
Yeah.
With the belt.
And
some boots, probably.
Some boots or some heels or something. This is on the video. You can see the video. So she goes into a nightclub and does the same dance.
Yeah.
But what I thought could be interesting would be, as much as possible, to kind of work with the shape of the body. So we pull in as much as we can, waist clenching, obviously the chin strap, and really just try and see what we can do. She has, in the video, she has a huge, this 80s style, what do you call the radio thing? Radio. I don't have one of those big things, but I've got a small one like this.
It like that or something?
Yeah, or sometimes it's on the floor.
Okay.
So we can at least play with that a little bit.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah,
nice.
See how it goes. One suggestion that I made to Cindy, given Madonna's particular athletic form and the way she experiments with movement and dance, was to put some emphasis on the curvaceousness and movement of the body, which she so well embodies, at least as best we could. And this probably meant taking a little bit extra attention than we might do normally to body shaping. And as Cindy always has great ideas on this and new products, it gave an opportunity for the very first time to wear a pair of thigh pads, silicone thigh pads, which I hadn't come across before. And they seem to have really quite a remarkable effect, combined with hip padding and a waist clincher. So we get ready with the clothes and hair and other things that we're going to need to make this a very high level and convincing transformation. At least that's what we hope. So Cindy, have we got everything we need for this remarkable transformation? Thigh pads, check. Hip pads, check. Press forms, lifters or taping, check. Waist clincher, check. Waxed or shaved legs, check. Full slashes, check. Chin strapping, check. But I think we're missing something. Is there a pair of scissors handy? Ouch! So now, with everything ready, it's time to sit back and let Cindy work her magic. And after finishing my coffee and listening to some wonderful music, it's time for the magical moment that's always a highlight of a visit to this studio. The time when Anya, Chloe, or in this case, Madonna, comes to life for the first time. The big reveal. Wow, that looks pretty good, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Ciccone, madame. Now it's off to the studio to set about our attempt to recreate poses from the Hung Up video. The lighting is set up, and I always feel very comfortable stepping in front of the lights here. I seem to play very well to the camera. Certainly my alter ego Anya really does come alive as soon as the camera starts shooting. And I enjoy being directed where to stand and pose and hold my hand and so on, as well as we will be doing today, trying out some free form moves of my own. So let's just go behind the scenes for a moment or two and see what Cindy does and enjoy some of the images that we managed to capture, albeit some with some difficulty, since I'm out of practice with my Pilates these days. She doesn't smile, does she, very much? It's all this, all this kind of aggressive kind of look. So being Madonna is not as easy as I thought it would be. I knew I would not be able to do all the agile splits and all that kind of dance move, but we had a go at what we could possibly do within the constraints of my body. But just being in this body feels quite amazing, actually. It does feel very curvaceous, it feels very natural, it feels as though it wants to move and dance, even though I have 1/1000th of the energy of the great pop queen herself. One thing I found very difficult was in the video that we were trying to capture some scenes from, to my eyes, Madonna doesn't seem to smile very much. And when I play to the camera, I like to smile a bit. That's how I bring out my own personality. So she can be quite, I don't know if aggressive is quite the word, there's certainly some very strong acting, assertiveness in the way she walks, confidence, determination, all of those things, which somehow I couldn't quite find within me. So she's a very strong woman, I think, in that sense, and extremely talented in what she creates with this remarkable dance routines and the music and the acting and everything brought together. So I probably have, if I didn't have already, a newfound respect for her. And as I say, this actual body, where the focus is very much on shape, physicality, really has become me a little bit. It's something I seem to have grown into and feel very comfortable with. So quite an interesting experience, this one. Not quite the usual photo shoot experience, because a lot of the expressions seem to be a little bit false to me. They seem to be a little bit, they were posed, but I couldn't find within me what was needed for that particular image. And I suppose not being able fully to get into some of the physical poses didn't help either. But as always, it's been a very interesting experience, and I've enjoyed being Madonna. Time goes by, so slowly, time goes by, so slowly, time goes by, so slowly. Well, actually it goes by far too quickly whenever I come to Cindy's. So hopefully there'll be another opportunity to return before too long. And who knows who I may be next time. Bye for now.